Good morning, people. Welcome back. Today is Thursday, March 12th. I've got another trade here for you. Again, I'm buying EuroCAD. It isn't any more complicated than it sounds. I mean, every single day now, all I'm doing is following the same Euro bias, the same pair, and the same entry signals, the ones that we teach in our course, to identify profitable trades. Now going into my fourth winning trade on EuroCAD this week. Might be my fifth because I caught one yesterday in the afternoon. Fourth or fifth winning trade. I haven't lost all week, and all I've been doing is buying EuroCAD. Basically off the same price level too, because it moves, comes back, presents another entry. Moves, comes back, presents another entry. So this morning, I'm up 16 pips from my best entry, 7 pips from my second entry, and about 1 pip from my third entry. All three positions are in total following my risk profile, which you've heard me talk about before, which is determining how much percentage of my overall account should be on this trade. Now, this is a C setup. So with C setups, I never put more than 1% risk. So between these three positions, I have less than 1% risk on this trade with a 13 pip stop loss in at 154.69. You see that marked here on TradingView. So I have the 1-minute chart here on the right, 15-minute chart on the left. I want to break this down for you. But if you're new, do me a favor, thumbs up if you find some value here, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Now, let's flip over here to the 15-minute chart. If you take a look, let's zoom out and start on the hour. You can see all week from the start of the week, Monday over here, with that huge bar plus the extension after that, all week we've just been chopping sideways. Now the level of the bottom of this range, 154.50 basically, has been held. So is the top at 157 flat. So seeing that we're at the bottom of this range and overall we're still long biased, I'm going to continue to look for long entries. And that's what I'm looking for here at the low of day. As we're starting to see divergence build, if you've heard me before and you've watched other videos, you know that I like to use the 1 minute to identify bullish or bearish, depending on which way I'm trading, divergence that can help me get in at a really good time when the pullback is done. So as this pullback starts to end, I'm going to look for it to hold this price level here at 154.69. If we can hold 154.69, we're going to see it extend, I think, to 155.50 at least. Now, Alex is with me in the VIP chat. Ryan is watching. He's in this trade with me. We're all talking because I want everyone to understand what I'm seeing with these trades as they're happening. I don't like just talking about it after the fact. That's why I also make these videos live. I want you to see, yes, I am in the trade. I'm up 14 pips from my best entry. I know what I'm looking for. I know where my risk is, and I know where I'm looking to take this thing. And stocks hit limit down again today, second time this week. So if stocks open down, which is saying they're going to open down 1,100, 1,200 points now on Dow futures, I think this pair is definitely going to go higher. And that's why I want to be in it. So it's 7 o'clock now, just a few minutes after. I'm going to let this trade continue to develop. We have some Euro news coming in like an hour and a half, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm just going to continue to take this trade candle by candle. Like I said, I know it's not a great 15-minute setup. It's not the cleanest trend, but it's following the trades that have been working, the bias that has been working, the entry signals that have been working, and it's driven by this fundamental news here on the iPad that stocks are going to open down. So that's where my head's at this morning. You can see it's another winning trade. Hopefully it continues higher and it ends up being more profitable, but up already over 1R since I had about a 13, 14 pip stop in. I'm going to look for this thing to get to 2R before I start to take it off, just because I think it has the potential to go a lot higher. So I want to give it space. I want to leave my size in. I don't have a ton of risk on, like I said from the beginning. So if it moves, I want the size in there. I need it in there to make the money. But it looks good. Now I'm up 21, 12, and 6. So I'll come back in a few minutes. Like I said, if you're finding value, if you enjoyed the video here, thumbs up for me. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, guys, it's 7:11 now, almost at the 7:15 candle. I just closed about half the trade as we reached the 1 minute 800 EMA. That was my first profit target, and we reached it. So 50% is closed, and my stop is locked on the remaining two pieces, the remaining risk split between these two entries. You can see I'm up 46 and 30. This trade moved very quickly. You saw it yesterday. You see it the day before. If you get the right entry, these trades should not go into drawdown. They should move very quickly right into profit. So you got to think with the original stop at 13 pips being up already 50, the risk reward here is fantastic. And now with the stop locked, if this does want to continue into the afternoon with this volatility from the New York market, I'm fine with it. I'm going to ride it. That's the beauty about these trades. You take them candle by candle. If you can take advantage of this volatility right now, trading even within this massive weekly range that I showed you, you're able to make great money doing it. So here, I'll show you one more time. If you just look at even the 4-hour chart, we can look at this time. Look at the sideways movement basically the entire week here. Very, very overbought on the TDI, but still you wouldn't think that that would mean to sell it. You would stay long biased overall and buying it off this support level here clearly set. I mean, look at the flag pattern here. That bottom is clearly set. So any long opportunities that you get down here, even if they're not super probable TDI EMA setups, I'm still going to take them because I know that I can buy it off that support level and make money just like I did today. So 2 minutes until the 7:15 candle, I'm up 40 and 25. Stops are locked. We're leaving this thing run. It's a great trade. I'm very happy with it. It's been a great week. So I'll be back in a little bit. I'll let you guys know how this plays out. Okay, guys, I'm back. It's 8:09, so I'm up about 67, 68 pips here in the original position. But while I was off camera with you guys, I added 1% risk here on the pullback to the 50 EMA on the 1 minute. I liked that the TDI was basically doing the same exact thing that it did yesterday when it pulled right down to that 50 value, tested it, and then bounced off it. So for that second bounce, I added 1% at a 10 pip stop. It went 43, 42 pips from my entry. I took the full thing out for a 4% gain on just that add-in. So add that 4% to the rest. I don't even know because I haven't looked at it. I've just been trading. I haven't been looking at my P&L at all. But I still have that small little piece in, like I said, and I'm going to continue to manage that. So if you look at the 15 minute, you can see from the low of day, we broke to the 21, retested that low, couldn't break to it, broke through the 21, through the 200, and now breaking through the 50. This tells me we have more bullish momentum to see this thing come higher into the rest of the day, especially if stocks open down in about an hour and a half. So I'm up 60, stop is locked, small piece here, can't lose any money on it. It's a blue trade, and I'm up already over 4%, probably closer to 5 or 6% because I've closed majority of the first position too. But I'm not going to speak on that yet. I'll see when I'm finished the thing. But an awesome day here, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Again, before the stock market opens, we're making our money. So I hope it's motivating you. I hope it's educating you at the same time. And if you have any questions, please drop a comment below. Let me know. You know I'll answer everything that you guys need. So I'll be back in a little bit. We'll see how this thing keeps going. All right, guys, I am out of the trade completely now. It is 8:42. So as you can see, there's nothing left on the FX Trade app. If we look at Forex Factory, I want to show you there's high impact Euro news coming in about 3 minutes. So as this trade started to pull down here after the 8:30 news, I'm like, you know what? I'm well into profit. It's a good trade. Let's just move on, because high impact news is an event that we know anytime these red folder events come, spreads can go crazy. So here on the 1 minute, take a look. You can see here was the 8:30 USD news, pulled back after pinning high, coming low, very, very choppy here. And now in 2 minutes with this news event coming, who knows where this is going to go. So I have to be happy with the win that I had this morning, because again, it wasn't a great setup to begin with. As this TDI on the 15 minutes starts to come lower and candles start to hold that 50 EMA after it's making lower highs and lower lows all morning, this might come down. So you can't marry the idea and think, yeah, this is going high day, this is going, it might. But I have to be happy with the win, following my rules, following my systems, and then just move on to the next one good trade. So I hope that this teaches you a little bit something about being patient as far as letting the trade build, right? If you look at the 1 minute, I was watching this build from 4:30 to 5:30 into 6 o'clock before I decided to take my entry. So you have to be patient, right? But on top of that, if you have repeatable systems, if you have easy to identify risk reward setups, then you're going to be able to take advantage of this market volatility, regardless of if we're in a bull or bear market. It doesn't matter when you're trading Forex. And now it's 8:44, stocks haven't even opened yet, and I could be done trading for the day. It's been a great morning just trading EuroCAD. So again, I hope that you found some value here. If you have any questions, if there's anything that isn't clear, please drop a comment down below. I'm more than happy to clarify. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next trade recap.